Three-phase induction motor. So this is one of the most common type AC motor. Okay, induction motor means is a so maximum it is used for only for motor applications, not for generator applications. Some rare applications, so only some few applications for generator. For motor, the three-phase induction motor generally used. Okay, so this agriculture purpose, agriculture pumps, so nothing but induction machines, induction motor only. Single phase induction motor for agriculture purpose. Understood? This is one of the most common type AC motors. So in our domestical applications, available supply is called AC. In domestical, our home domestical applications, available supply is called AC. So that's why this motor is easily work for AC. So because of input is AC is available, okay, easily available AC. So no need to convert AC to DC. Okay, so directly there is the availability of power supply. Okay, single phase or three phase. Single phase 230 volts or a three phase 450 volts. Okay, that's why this is a very popular. This is very popular induction machine. Okay, so the most common type of AC motor is being used throughout the work today. That is called induction motor. Okay, the applications of three phase induction motor is called size varying from half a kilowatt to thousands of kilowatts of universe. Okay, based on applications, the size of the induction motor is changing. For single phase induction motor, the size of the machine will be different, and for three phase, and is also different. And also, the based on rating, of this kilowatts to thousands of kilowatts, the size of the induction motor is changing. Okay, and they are found very everywhere in a small workshop to a large manufacturing industry. Okay, these are the different advantages of this induction machine. Okay, so this induction machine is operating on only AC, not DC. So remember, based on induction principle. Okay, based on induction principle. So induction machine is operating. Okay, that is called electromagnetic induction. Based on electromagnetic induction, that is so single phase or three phase induction machines are working. Understood? This is the same as a transformer. Same as transformer. Okay. So same as transformer, but transformer secondary winding is stationary and connected to the load. But here, in induction machine, secondary winding is called a rotor. Here, secondary winding is called a rotor in induction machines. Primary winding is called stator. Primary winding is called stator, and the secondary winding is called rotor. Okay, same as a transformer. So that's why this induction machine is called as a rotating transformer. Understood? This induction machine is called as a rotating transformer because of the secondary winding of this machine is rotating. Okay, but primary winding is stationary. Understood? The primary winding is stationary and the rotating winding is rotating. Same as the working principle of this three-phase induction motor or single-phase induction motor. Same as transformer. Same as transformer's principle, the induction motor is working. Okay. So here these are the different type of advantages of three-phase AC induction motor. So simple design and rapid construction, reliable operation, low initial cost. Okay, easy operation and simple maintenance, simple control gear for starting and speed control, high efficiency. Okay, these are the different type of advantages of three-phase induction motor. Understood? So these are the different type of advantages of three-phase induction motor. Simple design, rapid construction, reliable operation, low initial cost, easy operation, simple maintenance, simple control gear for starting and speed control, and high efficiency. These are the different type of advantages. Okay, and then so some introduction coming to the this induction motor history. So this induction motor is originated in the year of 1891. Crude construction. Okay, the induction machine principle was invented by Nikola Tesla in 1888. Is one of the scientists, Nikola Tesla, is developed this induction motor principle concept. Okay, is one of the scientists you know well, Nikola Tesla is one of the scientists. Okay, the machine was invented by this Nikola Tesla in the year of 1888. Okay, so then an improved construction with the distributed stator winding and keys of the rotor was built. Right. So actually, this induction motor is originated in the year of 1891, and this principle was invented by the Nikola Tesla in 1888. Okay, here the slip ring rotor was developed after decade or so, since the lot of improvement has taken place on the design of two types of induction motors. Okay, a lot of research work has been carried how to improve its power factor and to achieve suitable methods of speed control. Okay, this is the induction motor. Okay, and there are two types of induction motors. Are there? Two types of induction motors. That is called slip ring induction motor and squirrel cage induction motor. The induction motor can be classified into two types. Okay, based on rotor construction. Okay, so this three-phase induction motor can be classified into two types. First one is called squirrel cage induction motor. Second one is called slip ring induction motor. Understood? Squirrel cage induction motor. Okay, the rotor construction is same as a squirrel cage. Okay, this gauges are arranged in just like a squirrel type. That's why it is name given like that. Squirrel cage induction motor, and then so slip ring induction motor. Okay, so these are the two different types of three-phase induction motors: squirrel cage induction motor and the slip ring induction motor. So here the stator construction of these two is same. Okay, squirrel cage induction motor and the slip ring induction motor. Stator construction is same, but rotor construction is different. Based on rotor construction, this three-phase induction motor can be classified into two types. That's called squirrel cage induction motors and slip ring induction motor. In this slip rings are used in this slip ring induction motors. Some major slip rings, but here there is no slip rings here. Okay, the squirrel cage induction motor slip rings are not used, only brushes. But here slip rings are used in induction motor. That's why this name is given as like slip ring induction motor. First, we have to consider squirrel cage induction motor. First one. Okay. The first one, stator construction. In this stator construction, the induction motor stator resembles that stator when revolving field. So stator is a stationary part. Actually, the stator is not rotating. This is a stationary part. Okay. And having winding. So in the winding, the magnetic field is rotating. Try to understand. Magnetic field is rotating. This is a three-phase winding. Okay. So the induction motor stator resembles the stator of a revolving field. Okay. Three-phase alternate. The stator of the stationary part. Stator or the stationary part consisting of three-phase winding held in place of slats of a laminated steel core which is enclosed and supported by a cast iron or steel frame. Okay, so this can be easily understood by using figure. So construction diagram. This is called stator construction. Okay, stator construction of squirrel cage and slip ring induction motor same. This is called stator. Okay, this is called stator. In this stator, there are different types of slots are there. Okay, having different type of slots. These slots are used to place the winding. Okay, three-phase winding. This is three-phase winding that is called R phase, Y phase, B phase, or otherwise A, B phases. Okay, sometimes denoted like this: A phase, B phase, C phase, otherwise R phase, Y phase, B phase. You know, well, this called three-phase system. There are three phases: R phase, Y phase, B phase. All three phases are distributed in the stator winding equally. Okay. The number of slots are distributed for each phase is same. For R phase, Y phase, B phase, the slots are distributed uniformly. Okay, then only this stator winding is balanced. Otherwise, there is an imbalance in the stator. Okay. So in this R phase, Y phase, B phase are three phases are displaced by 120 degrees electrical degree, 120 degrees. Understood? So here, three phase windings are placed 120 degrees apart and may be connected near the star or delta externally. That means with the stator winding, this winding is connected in the star or a delta. You know well how to connect the star connection and how to connect this winding in the delta connection. Okay, three phases. Okay, for which 6 leads are brought out to a terminal box mounted on the frame of the motor. Okay, so the output side, there are 6 terminals away. 6 leads are brought out to the terminal box mounted on the frame of the motor. Okay, when the stator is energized on the three-phase voltage, it will produce a rotating magnetic field on the stator core. Understood? And this stator winding, this is called stator winding. In the stator winding, okay, there is so because of three-phase supply, the rotating magnetic field is developed in this three-phase winding. Rotating magnetic field. Okay, so in later classes, you can easily understand how the rotating magnetic field is rotating by using this one of the concept rotating magnetic field. Okay, when we are giving the supply to this three-phase supply to the stator winding, the magnetic field is developed. The magnetic field is rotating at a synchronous speed. That speed is called a synchronous speed. Understood? So in the stator winding, this magnetic field is rotating. Okay, magnetic field is rotating in the stator winding, but stator winding is stationary. Okay, so that is called synchronous speed. The field at which the magnetic field is rotating at which the speed is called synchronous speed. Understood? So in this stator winding is designed like this, is rotating at a speed of synchronous speed. Okay, when the stator is energized from a three-phase voltage, it will produce a rotating magnetic field on the stator core. This is called stator core. We are trying to construct here. This is called frame of the induction motor. This is called frame of the induction motor, used to protect the external any external effects. External effects it can be used to protect it. Okay, and the stator core. This is called stator core. Understood? This is called stator core, and the stator core. This is called winding. Understood? This is called stator core. Okay, in this stator core, these are the different type of slots. Okay, here this is slot. Here it is also slot. In this slot, this is also slot. This is also slot. In this slots, the windings are here. So this is on a slot. This slot. This slot. The number of slots are like this. Okay, so placed on this stator core line. In this slots, okay, the windings are placed like this manner. The windings are placed like this manner. Okay, and it's called winding. The winding is placed on the stator core like this. That's why it is called stator winding, and it is stationary. The stator winding is stationary, it's not rotating. The stator winding is stationary, it's not rotating, remember. But stator rotating magnetic field is rotating. This called magnetic field is developed in the stator winding, it's rotating, but stator winding is stationary, but only rotor is rotating. Okay, and it is called frame, and it's called stator core, and this is called stator core, and this is called winding. The winding is placed on the stator slots. Okay, so this is this spider, and then stator slots. Understood? This is the stator construction of the three-phase induction motor. Understood?